Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to day 69 of commercial diving school. Today was day 4 of underwater welding week. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about admin, I'm going to be talking about dipping rods, and I'm going to be talking about what I did today. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and leave any comments or questions for me down below. So I can't believe it's already day 4 of underwater welding week. Everybody's been looking forward to underwater welding for months now, and even before that, since they wanted to go to commercial diving school, and we're already almost done with underwater welding week. It's already almost over and it just flew by, and it kind of sucks, but at least we got to do it. We're already starting on our second round of divers, so we've pretty much gone through every single person has gotten a chance to weld so far. So tomorrow I should be diving first group tomorrow morning, so I get a second chance to do more welds. I'm thinking I'm going to try doing vertical welds this time, and I think I'm going to be switching from 60-13 and I'm going to be trying to weld with 70-14 rods. So that's kind of changing. But today I got to be on comms, so I was basically talking to the diver, and for underwater welding, we've been kind of keeping our jobs. Like if you're on comms, you're pretty much, just another diver jumps in, you're comms for that diver. Normally, if we're doing something else, we kind of do switch out. I want to say, like, at the beginning of school, when we first started as freshmen and sophomore, like, we would have lists of, okay, who's doing what. But as you're a senior now, it's like the soup or the A soup supervisor, or we call them gray hats because they wear gray hard hats, if they're like the class leader or whatever. But anyways, they said, we don't need to make a list. Everybody pretty much, grown men, we know what to do. So I mean, in our class there's only men, so that's why I say that. But anyway, we know what to do, so if a job needs to be filled, we just jump in and do it. But pretty much today I just sat on comms, and the next diver jumped in, I was on comms again, and the next diver jumped in, I just continued doing comms. And so also I wanted to talk about dipping rods. So for underwater welding, you want to dip rods in polyurethane. So we pretty much have like a station where you can dip rods, and basically you have like a bucket of polyurethane, and then you have like a PVC pipe that's tall enough for you to stick a whole entire rod into, and pretty much dip the entire rod into polyurethane, and then we set it up to the side. And why I'm telling you this is just for you guys' knowledge. I don't know if you go out to the real job or whatever, if your job is gonna be to dip rods or whatever. It's just a thing for commercial diving. If you're welding and everything, I think polyurethane hardens, and it basically protects the outside called flux of the rod. It just protects it. It makes it all nice. Like, I felt rods that weren't dipped in polyurethane and hardened or cured, and they were pretty brittle once they had been in the water. But with the coating protection, they're nice and smooth. They're easy to manipulate. You can get them as wet as much as you want. So I thought I'd mention that to you guys. Also, I went up to admin today to find out about my grades and find out about my credit back to me from the school. So basically, the first thing is that I went up and got my transcripts again. So at CDA, you can ask for your transcripts at any time. Basically, your transcript has your attendance, and it has your test scores, and then it has also your daily grades. And I wanted mine for my junior mod because I already got one for my sophomore mod, and I wanted to see how I did in my junior mod and everything, and how I'm doing so far now that we're in week 2 of our senior mod. and I'm doing pretty good. We only had one test in our senior mod so far, and I got 100% on it. But I think for my sophomore mod, I had a 95% overall score, and then now I'm down to a 94.67% overall. I think that's because I got a 93 on the midterm, so it kind of, lowered it from 95 to 94.67. So that's kind of where I'm at. And then also I went upstairs to talk to admin about a possible credit. Basically, if you, I think this might only apply to GI, like people that are using the GI Bill, but if not, just keep this in mind that if you use subsidized and unsubsidized loans, which I did, there's basically, they split it into two parts. So while you're going to school at commercial diving school, and I'm not sure if this is how they do it at all the other schools and stuff like that, but it's definitely how they do it at CDA, where they split it up to where they get a payment from the government for subsidized and unsubsidized loans at the beginning of the school semester or whatever. So they get one payment at the beginning, that's one half. Then they get another half in the middle of school. And so that just passed for me. So they get that payment. But to break it down simply, before that, the school gets their the payment at the halfway mark. Before they get that payment, they want the full amount of tuition paid for. So you're basically fronting them that money before they get it from the government. I think they do that because, what if you're not doing so well, in the school, and they don't want to be paying, full for you to be going to a school and you're not doing very well or whatever. So they only pay half up front and then pay the other half later. Well, the school wants you the full amount paid at all times. So if you're doing well and that payment comes in, that other half of the subsidized and unsubsidized loans come in, then you'll obviously there'll be an overpayment for your tuition and the school will credit you back. So that's one thing that we weren't told up front. So I had to, I crunched the numbers and everything and made sure that what I paid is correct and everything like that. And I found that, I was owed a credit once those loan payments came into the school. And so I went out, found out about it, and I am getting a credit back. So I told the other guys in my class too, so that they know, just in case. And they're like, oh, I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know. I will definitely go upstairs because I think I have a credit that I need to get back as well. So just letting you guys know that for future reference. But anyways, back to the underwater welding stuff. I know I'd kind of segued into that stuff, but that's just what I did today, that I had to go get done and everything. Also, a lot of guys are going and getting their TWIC cards. Basically, they're making appointments online. Oh yeah, TWIC is transportation worker card. Basically, it's a card that you get if you're working at a location that requires you to have some sort of security clearance. It's not like secret or top secret or whatever kind of clearance or whatever. It's more like if you have that card, you've had a background check done on you, basically. And they don't have to be like, oh yeah, we don't know who you are or whatever. We don't know what kind of background you have. They don't have to turn you away if you're going to a job that is in a, kind of a secure location. And usually a lot of jobs are for commercial diving. So with that card, and I think it's required for like offshore diving, and because it's a location they don't just want anybody to go to. So basically you show them that card and you're good to go. You've gotten your fingerprints taken, you've proved who you are, and you've had a background check ran on you, so that card proves all that stuff. And you get that done at a TWIC office, or I think it's like a TSA does it too, like the actual TSA. But anyways, I think you make an appointment for it, and then this is like the only thing you are allowed to miss school for. Like, you can't miss for an emergency, but you can miss to get this TWIC card because it has to do with commercial diving. But it's the only way to really get the card too, because by the time you're done with school, the office is closed. So anyways, I just wanted to mention that a lot of guys, like, I'm pretty much sure that half the class has done it already. They made their appointment, they went and got their appointment taken care of, and they're getting their TWIC card in the mail. It's also something extra that you can put on your resume as well. You can put down, like, I got my TWIC card, and that may make you more eligible to get the job over other commercial diving candidates. So just thought I'd mention that to you guys as well. But anyways, that's all I have for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for when I actually go underwater welding again tomorrow. Definitely stay tuned for that if you're interested. Like I said, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave any comments or questions for me down below. And I will see you in the next video. Have a great one.